tastes really good.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the Feminist Tea Party. We are drinking our fall teas. This is from David's Tea. It's Pom Cider and it is delicious.
I feel like you described it the best. You said it was like a warm sangria. Even though it sounds...
See? I was right.
Yes, you were right. And I know it sounds disgusting, but it's really good.
Last video that we did, we had a bunch of good stuff, but we've got a couple of not great stuff in here. Beginning with a mix between good and bad, Mulan. So the story broke out like a week or two ago. Hashtag Make Mulan Right was trending on Twitter. And I was like, what did Disney do now? So basically, they're remaking all of the Disney films. There's a live action Little Mermaid, Favreau's doing Lion King, Beauty and the Beast coming up, and now they are in development for Mulan. The spec script had come out. There was gonna be a European love interest.
Yes.
And people were pissed. Rightly so, because of, I think, two reasons. One, why y'all gotta put white people in everything? Ghost in the Shell.
Yes, with Scarlett Johansson playing a character that she was not supposed to be playing.
Matt Damon in some movie about the Great Wall.
Here's the thing. Not only was it having the male love interest be white, but they were kind of retelling the story so that it was kind of like they were justifying the reason why there was a white person there.
And there's always a justification.
And the justification was that he was a European trader who was like this playboy. He also was supposedly essential in defeating the savage army that came to infiltrate the people in China. What was the point of Mulan even being there if the story was going to essentially be about this white man coming in to be a savior once again?
Which brings us to the second point as to why this was a shit story. Mulan was one of the few princesses in the Disney, franchise that upheld kind of feminist standards. Like, she saved everyone in China, and now you want to put somebody here to save her.
One of the reasons why I love Mulan, I love when female characters, they don't have to become a man to have the attributes of being a man. One of my favorite sequences is the training sequence.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
Even though she pretended to be a guy, she didn't sacrifice like her femininity. And also, it proves that the attributes that we consider to be masculine are things that both genders have, like determination and being strong and being there for each other. Here's hoping that they don't mess up anything else. Hopefully now this is the new version, which is all Chinese cast. I'm very happy about that.
So after all of that happened, articles came out basically saying that, like, okay, we're not going to do that. That was just a spec script. It was leaked, and that's not the way that we were trying to go. And obviously, I think the uproar made them realize, even if that was the way that they were going to go, they probably were like, okay, maybe not.
I don't know if you guys know, but I know you know. I'm a huge Charmed fan. One of their actresses, Rose McGowan, she recently made a video in support of Emily's List Women Stop Trump campaign. That's how I noticed this campaign going on. So the campaign, or like the video, talks about the fact that we cannot elect a president that treats women the way that Donald Trump treats women.
Women can and will stop Trump.
The guy who called prominent, accomplished women bimbo,
dog, loser,
fat pig.
Are people going to
Be swayed by that.
to be swayed by this?
I think a lot of people that see this is, you're preaching to the choir, because we know, like, we followed from the beginning what kind of person Trump was. I mean, there are obviously very important things that are going on there. We're talking about like Aleppo, crises that's going on around the world, police brutality and all of that stuff. Sexual assault and how girls will see their president, I think, is important as well. It definitely has a certain power, if not in the general population, I don't know that men would look at it and be like, Amber Tamblyn, I
Yeah.
hear you, girl. But I think it makes a big difference with women voters, which brings us to our related next story. So 538 basically did some polling, and they made these like graphics, these maps. If only women voters voted in this election. Overwhelmingly, majority swaying towards Clinton. They also had a map. If men voted, then Trump would be elected into office. There was a hashtag going around Twitter, since if only men voted, Trump would be in office. People were literally saying, repeal the 19th Amendment. So women can no longer vote, and only men can vote, and the men will put Trump into office. Are we really having this conversation?
I think Susan B. Anthony's like rolling on her grave, like, what the fuck?
I did this shit for
For
you.
nothing. I've seen this kind of, we're so progressive, and yet, and then these things like that makes me feel like not only are we going backwards, but we're like ignorant about it. We sound so uneducated when we speak like that. Hearing the fact that if men only voted, they would still vote for Trump, regardless of his opinion about women, let's say, about foreign policy or other things, to me, it was very surprising because he's an idiot. And I'm not saying that men are, but it's very surprising. Even if you're not a feminist, I think you would have the decency to say, you know what, this person is incapable of being the president of the United States.
Y'all, America's in crisis, and I just want November 8th to come through. But until then, we at least have, on to our next story, Michelle Obama.
Telling it like it is.
In all this darkness, I think we need to treasure that we have this first lady in office right now, and she's leaving us, and we're gonna miss you. Barack, you too, but Michelle, really gonna miss you. And I can't wait for her to run for office, because she gives amazing speeches, one of which she did recently in I believe it was New Hampshire. She was talking about the election, and she was campaigning for Hillary, but she was like, this has to be addressed. And she came through with, telling people that this is not okay. We can't have somebody in the office who treats women like that.
It has shaken me to my core in a way that I couldn't have predicted. This was a powerful individual speaking freely and openly about sexually predatory behavior. If we let Hillary's opponent win this election, then we are sending a clear message to our kids that everything they're seeing and hearing is perfectly okay.
Michelle Obama came back to what she was talking about at the DNC. When they go low, we go high. The class that she is addressing this whole issue with, being a woman and being a woman of color too. I mean, I think it takes a lot. I love what she said. She was like, this is an insult to decent men, to throw it under the rug and be like, oh, this is how men talk.
I just think that Michelle has been great at balancing being passionate and also being graceful, because you can tell that, especially during that speech and a couple of other ones, that you can tell, if she wasn't in front of a lot of people, or if she was just between her girlfriends, she would have been like, that motherfucker. Perfect time for highlights.
Your little dance, go ahead and do it.
Highlights. Some good thing. I hope that it actually, again, it becomes a stepping stone into something better. Wonder Woman was just named an ambassador, right? An honorary ambassador for the UN.
The UN decided to name Wonder Woman as the Girls Empowerment Ambassador. Her anniversary is coming up. I think they're going to have an event October 21st. And they're going to name her the ambassador and just celebrate the life of Wonder Woman and what she's meant throughout the
75 years.
Wow, there you go, 75 years. As a symbol of just, power and really feminism, just in a character pretty much.
I hope that it actually does something. I think it's wonderful. can't help but feel that there's something missing.
In the Wonder Woman character, or in the UN's choice to make her?
In the UN's choice to make her.
I'm trying to get to the point as to like, why do you think that this might be problematic? Because I thought it was a pretty great idea to make Wonder Woman. Like, she already has like a very large following. She's not like a small sector.
Out of all the female superheroes, she is the one that everybody knows. I guess the timing fits right, not only because of the film, but also because of Hillary. So I think it's great. It is a highlight. I'm sorry, just a little too nitpicky.
Cynicism is my playing field. Okay?
I know. I don't know why. I just, maybe because I'm out of tea. I need more tea.
I think it's also great. Like, we have the women empowerment, and I think on the spectrum of sexuality, it's a pretty good ambassador to have because
she's queer in the movie.
She's queer. Canon is that she's queer, and a lot of people were like really upset about that, but I don't. So I think it's great to have the woman empowerment aspect of it, but to also have a kind of LGBTQ aspect to it.
That's right.
As an ambassador, it's
I feel better now.
Good. You're okay. You're okay. You shall enjoy your reign.
Yes. It's a Wonder Woman's ring.
So, another highlight that we have is last week, Katy Perry and CoverGirl announced that there will be a CoverBoy. James Charles, he's actually a YouTuber, I think, too. He makes makeup videos. It was announced that he was the new face for CoverGirl. So he's the first CoverBoy, and he is adorable.
So cookies to CoverGirl and cookies to you, James.
This is exciting.
I love when I see things like this. It's kind of like going back to the whole, Black Hermione. Like, it's just like, I don't know, like,
shake it up, you guys.
Shake it up.
Come
yeah,
on.
it's okay. Like,
enough with this homogeneity.
we will survive things like this. Like, and it's okay.
Looking forward to these commercials and some covers on magazines. And
do you think it's gonna say easy breezy beautiful CoverBoy?
Oh,
or is it always gonna be a CoverGirl?
That's interesting. Well, we'll look out for that. Easy breezy beautiful CoverBoy. I wanna hear him say boy.
I was gonna say easy breezy beautiful.
It's
silent.
And so this Pom Cider is nearly done.
Mine is like completely finished. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and share it with everyone you know. We would love to hear from you guys about any topics in the news that you guys would like for us to talk about. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. So, cheers.
This has been the Feminist Tea Party.
Yes.